Okay, this is my first time doing his combo challenge. I'm not expecting terrible amounts of difficulty. I think it should, because Sam, compared to the other ninjas I've played so far, he doesn't seem like he would have complicated stuff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You could match that out. I like doing individual inputs, so on hit K. Okay, so those could be done preemptively, the 3 kicks. And I did the on hit K like they asked me to, so I didn't seem terribly difficult. Up back punch. And then on hit K. I forgot what his up back punch looked like, and I still got it on the first try. But that's what it looks like. Oh wow, can I not do it on purpose anymore? Okay, yeah. No, none. Pretty simple, I guess. Alright. So he does it twice? Okay. I did the second one preemptively. I already started doing inputs as soon as I did the first one. Or rather, as soon as I saw him land. Yeah, as soon as I saw him land is when I was doing it. Oh, that smack, that big smack. I think it's kind of funny. And then launch, and that puts him in back turn. And punch, 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 punch. Okay, okay. You want to do combos after throws, huh? Alright, as soon as I saw him come back to the ground, or stand up, that's when I started pressing the S. As soon as I saw him begin to stand up. That's a quarter circle forward, no, a half circle forward from back to front throw. Yeah. Okay, so this one is holding down forward. I guess that's what it means when it isn't highlight, when it's empty, like an empty input. When it looks empty inside, you're just holding down already. And then up back kick. BK, forward, kick, which is that. I think that's what it was. Okay, so you kind of have to run at him first. Yeah, you definitely have to run at him. Just hold forward the second time, I guess. Yeah, the key thing here is to remember you're actually running forward first, and not to press the kicks too early or too late before or while you're doing the run. It's like, if you think about your goal is to try to hit his back when he's during his roll. See how he kind of shows you his back right there? If you think about making that your goal, it will probably help you out with your timing. Oh, the closest shouldn't be too much of a problem. This is already there, right? Yeah, simple. Simple and clean. Yeah, pretty simple. Also not terribly difficult. Oh wow, I didn't know he can cancel into the thing from there. So that forward dash is when you want to do the punching kick. Oh, and you're holding down forward. I think I might have to put a dash in there. Or not. Maybe I'll already have to be holding down forward. No. First of all, I must warn you, this was not the difficulty 3 misleading. I think it should have been at least difficulty 5. Because I was sitting here for a quick minute trying to figure this out. Like, what am I doing wrong here? In the end, and it was mostly the part of the third step, landing the... No, it was landing the last step that was confusing me. I was like, how come I'm not close enough? Like, what's this timing? Like, how come it's not coming out? And I gave up. I want to Reddit. I did a quick search online, which led me to Reddit, and I gotta give credit to on the DOA6 thread, the user by the name of, who basically was saying to, instead of doing the, because this is what I understood the input for this, their step is that you hold down forward. But what the user suggested was that you do the down forward dash, holding the second input, and then you do the punches. So I'm like, okay, well that would make sense, because I mean that it would be inching closer to Ayane. That way, I would be able to land the up back kick at the final step. I mean, normally you wouldn't have to do that in the first place. You can do it by just holding down forward, and then but because she's been hit prior to that with the counter hit, with the first step and the second step, she's drifting away farther for the character. So what that the down forward dash holding on the second input, what that does, that moves Hayate ever so slightly closer to Ayane in the air. And that'll give him the range to actually connect that very, very last step. And that was the key that I was missing. The down forward. It did happen to occur to me that maybe you would have to do like some sort of forward dash, but I just didn't see like where you would want to do it, because it didn't seem as though he would have enough time to begin with. So I thought, well, maybe my timing is just off somewhere, and I just need to see where it is. But no, there is indeed a down forward dash in there, and I'll show you. And after running through the challenge a few times, I found a visual key and some sort of an audio key. Although the audio key comes from a specific pattern on your pad or fight stick. relative to your inputs, and I'll explain that in detail as we go along here. So the first part is fairly simple. That's back punch forward, and after that little dash, you press P and K, or L1 on the PS4. Now, as he's falling down from the second step, that's where you would put the down forward dash. And the way I kind of associate the inputs with the audio I'm hearing from my fight stick, and you can probably do this on pad too, is so when you do the down forward dash, there's three noises. You hear the first one for the first input, then you hear the stick going back to neutral. So that's 2 right there. 1 2 1 2, and then the last one for the second down forward dash. So 1 2 3 1 2 3, or as I would associate it, bugga. Bu being the down forward input, ga being the stick returning to neutral, and then the bu for the last down forward. Sounds kind of cheesy, but that's how I was listening to my stick, trying to make sense of some sort of pattern to use here. So like bugga, right? So, and that's just for the down forward input for the third step. And then the 2 P's, I just associated them with ba, I guess. Bugga, and there was like a specific speed that I would do these, and we'll try to figure this out momentarily. But all this is happening. I'm already putting the inputs for the down forward dash after the second step as he's falling, because he needs to have the dash already inputted into him so he can move slightly forward when he lands, and then right when he touches the floor, he had already moved forward, and your punches will automatically be these ones as soon as he touches the ground. That's the whole point of doing the whole down forward dash while he's falling. So let's actually try this out. And then, well, since I was able to, I was able to do that using the. Well, I didn't do it out loud. I'll do it right now, using the audio cues that I received from my just by hearing the clicks on my fight stick. So I'll attempt to do this with actually like articulating it with my mouth now. Yeah, this is harder than it looks. Well, after various tries, I was able to finally do it. But that's sort of a that's how I was able to get myself through it and do it consistently using that kind of little rhythmic pattern or whatever. But let me go over the third and fourth sets. I didn't really touch on those. So after the down forward dash, punch, as soon as you see the second punch hit, just do the input for back first and then K. Think of back and then K as two separate inputs. So back makes him flip and then kick makes him actually do the kick. And as soon as you see the second hit land, you would just press back and then kick. Two separate inputs. Then immediately after that, you see him land on the ground, then you would do a back kick. And there it is, combo number 14. It's difficulty 3 my foot. I had to do exterior research for this one. Anyways, hopefully this helps out somehow. But yeah, the most important things is to start doing the down forward inputs as soon as he's falling. And to have just like a measured speed, you know. You can use my articulated method, or just by listening to the clicks on your controller of choice, you could probably get it done too. But yeah, that's how I did it. But before I forget, yeah, so I need to give credit for the secret of combo challenge 14. I gotta give credit to Sentry Guard 1X from the Dead or Alive 6 thread on Reddit. Thanks to his post, I was able to figure out what I should be doing for that. But yeah, shout outs to whoever that was. But yeah, let's get on with number 15 here. This the hardest part here is doing the close hit quarter circle punch for that last step. So right here you see Hayate doing a little roll forward as he's hitting Hayabusa. So right when he lands on his feet is when I do the forward K. After I see forward K hit, I do up K, K, K. That wasn't supposed to happen. Now after I see that last hit that he gives him, that's what I do forward, and then I do quarter circle forward punch. And I like to hold my second input forward. There it is. So pressing up punch will put him into a back turn state. Then you're supposed to press hold to cancel out of that back turn state and then start pressing the S. The thing is though, the timing for this is pretty sort of strict. What I like to do is I like to look for the scarf flip. See how Scarf kind of flips after he does the attack? It kind of like flips up in the air. So I look for that, and then that's when I do the hold. I press the hold button, then I press that S consecutively. Not too fast. Not too fast. Right after the other. But sort of at a measured pace. Because if you do it too fast, you'll get something like you'll get that. And if you keep on getting that, and you know you're pressing H and then S consecutively, you just try to slow your timing down. And then after After you start getting that S, just keep on pressing S after that. You could either mash it out or press the S's individually. Oh wow, let's take some let's take some to the other side, okay. Oh, on hit, okay. Oh, up forward. Oh, I was actually kind of mashing that one out, but let's see. That's like, it's like up forward KKK. It's like up forward 1 2 3, brief pause, and then forward. The timing for the first up forward K isn't. It's not too strict. Once you notice that you've launched him, you can just do the input. Just remember, you're going on the other side. That's not. Well, it was P and K. Oh, I think I remember that follow-up or for KKK after the D and K. Okay, so the third and fourth sets might seem familiar. I think there was an earlier challenge where you had to run forward and do the forward KKK after the PK knockdown, or kind of turns Hayabusa into a like a backwards roll. That little thing. So this is kind of like a mixture of review from other stuff. They just added like the little trigger rumble danger zone. Nothing too complicated here. One thing that might give you trouble is if you had trouble doing the follow up after the third step, the P and K, and then the fourth forward KKK. But no, not. I didn't find it terribly difficult. Okay, oh, we got some commands here. What's this? Was that on him? What was that? No. Okay, I think there might be a visual cue here. Yes, definitely. He kind of check out his knees when he's on the ground. He kind of like starts. He kind of like pulls them back before he launches her. When I see that, I use that to do the forward throw at the second phase. It's almost like I'm making him get his knees ready. Then after that, let's see. Back forward throw. Oh my gosh, this camera angle is not helping me out at all. Oh, forward throw. Ugh, that felt kind of gross. That felt kind of gross. So I was doing that last step in the throw chain, like preemptively. I have to see exactly where it was though. I don't remember. Okay, I've seen it. So the second part of this throw chain, I guess. So that one I used the visual cue of the knees. You know, bringing the knees, doing the inputs as the knees are like coiling back to launch Hayate. Then right after I do that, you can totally just do the next back forward throw. Totally just do it right after it. I did it a few times to try and see if it would work, and it did. There's no need to rely on any visual cues after that. You can just totally do the input like right after. Totally just start doing that last input in that throw chain up there. So let's see where this takes us. Okay, I did wait for the bounce to actually happen before I did forward, kick. I waited for the bounce to actually happen. And the rest is, I just waited for that second bounce and did forward S. Okay. Okie dokie. Alrighty then. So, you may want to feel like you need to rush this, but you don't. Yeah, there's no need to rush this. So let's go over this step by step. First, of course, we'll go forward throw. I see that roof bounce, and then I just do forward punch. Then I do, right after that I just do the next one. Up, forward, KKK. And that will put you already for close hit range for a quarter circle forward punch. So you can just follow that up. Now this, it kind of, I would see some people having trouble with this after the danger zone explosion, because there is another roof bounce. I haven't been looking at the roof bounce, so I kind of do the forward kick after I hear the explosion happen. Yeah, it'll definitely work if you just listen for the barrels exploding and then do forward K. And if you remember our earlier combo challenge where you did forward K after I think it was some sort of throw launch, and then you did forward K and then you did up KKK. But if you're already able to do that consistently, that next part shouldn't be a problem, doing up forward KKK after the forward K. And then after the forward KK, you would just do the forward S and then hold it. Press the hold button to cancel it. Is that L3? And right after that is the down forward PP. That's the one that you're gonna be wanting. It's not the one that we were having a hell of a time with earlier, where you actually have to hold it down. No, it's just this one. You actually just do down forward TP. Let's see. The rest after that is oh, what's some more? Forward K, and then up forward KKK. This last one just being that last little hit follow up for the little aerial thing. But yeah. 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 Main advice here: take it slow. There's no need to rush this. Listen for the barrels exploding, and then do your forward K, and then up forward KKK. And then don't forget that last hit for the very last hit. I think that yes, this is number 20. I think this is it for Hayate. It was fun. I mentioned earlier I didn't think his would be difficult, and there were parts where I was stuck, perplexed, done. I did not know what I had to do outside research. And I'm glad someone actually posted on Reddit the inputs. I mean, there was still the issue about timing, well, which wasn't too hard to see where it was at. But knowing what I had to do helped a lot for, I think it was either 14 or 15. I think it was 14. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.